If you're a seasoned Destiny 1 veteran, the name Felwinter's Lie should definitely ring a bell to you. Felwinter's Lie, for those who don't know, is one of the most powerful shotguns that existed in Destiny 1 because of a perk called Shot Package that basically gave it a more consistent and tighter spread of pellets, and unlike Full Choke, did not take away precision damage while doing so you can get some insanely far one-hit kills, and this is what this shotgun was known for, to the point where Bungie actually removed Shot Package as a perk from Destiny 1 as a whole. Full credit goes out to Jinsor KR on Twitter for releasing this leaked or data mined information, which shows all the details of the Felwinter's Lie shotgun that is making a return in Destiny 2. Jinsor showed that it's going to be a lengthy quest with 13 steps, including some community objectives as well, as you can see from the tweets on screen here. But what I really want to talk about and break down is the stats and perks on this weapon and how good this shotgun might really be. Let's remember that this is a data mine, so these stats here, as we've seen in the past, are subject to change. This might not be final, and this might not be the things that we see on release if this gets released. But knowing that, let's have some fun speculating. So the stats on this shotgun, on the Felwinter's Lie, which is an energy shotgun, are 55 RPM, 83 impact, 28 range base, which gives it a 48 range total when we take a look at the perks in a moment, 27 stability, 4 bullet magazine, 40 reload, 33 handling, 33 aim assist, and 62 recoil direction. The most important things to notice here is that this is a 55 RPM shotgun, which is the same as the aggressive frames, but according to this data mine, it has 83 impact, which is higher than that of the Astral Horizon, belonging of course to the aggressive frame archetype with 80 impact. This means we can expect this shotgun to do slightly higher damage per pellet, which could affect the consistency, but of course also the one-hit kill range to be a little higher, or perhaps regularly hit higher one-hit kill ranges on a regular basis. As a very loose comparison, the Legend of Acreus, yes, I know it has 100 range, not like the 48 range on the Felwinter's Lie, but it has 85 impact, so the damage per pellet on the Felwinter's Lie might actually, if that impact on Acreus holds true, be a little closer to that, which is pretty crazy to think about. Let's talk about the perks on the weapon now though. It has an intrinsic perk of Shot Package, yes, the perk that was removed from Destiny 1. It reads that this is an aggressive frame shotgun modified to have a more uniform pellet spread. In addition to this perk, it has Full Choke, which tightens the pellet spread at the cost of precision damage, Accurized Rounds, which increases the range by 10, Slide Shot, which increases your range and reloads the weapon after sliding, Opening Shot, which increases the range and accuracy on every shot every 2.5 seconds roughly, and a Range Masterwork to increase the range stat by 10 once again, which is why we get from a 28 base range a 48 range total, with the plus 20 combined coming from Accurized and Range Masterwork. A quick note before we get further into a discussion about this weapon, I will say that Shot Package is listed as an exotic trait perk on Light GG for shotguns, not the spread shot package for Cerberus. However, in Jinsor's data mine, it shows Felwinter's Lie as a legendary shotgun. This means that it could be either, or it could also mean that in a similar case to Rose, there could be a legendary and slightly more powerful exotic counterpart. As a whole, this shotgun looks like sheer power creep to shotguns. Of course, it's coming from a pretty lengthy quest, so I guess they want to make a guaranteed very good shotgun, top tier level shotgun that you can get with a solid roll, no RNG necessary, which is great, but it is still power creep with the new addition or return of Shot Package, as well as multiple range increasing perks, and like I said, a near perfect roll. I think this looks to be the most consistent shotgun in the game, consistently being able to hit the best one-hit kill damage or range. This means probably with its slightly higher impact, it'll always be hitting that 8.5 to 9 meter mark that other shotguns just occasionally once in a blue moon hit, and also has a very consistent pellet spread to limit the amount of times where you blank and maximize the amount of times where you're able to get a a one-hit kill from very far range. Of course, as I mentioned, shot package guarantees a more quote-unquote uniform pellet spread, so we can expect far less random pellet spreads and more of a consistent pellet spread each time you shoot the weapon instead, similar maybe to that of the Bastion's pellet spread. And thanks to Prodigy, a friend of mine that regularly posts on Reddit and I regard as an expert of the game, he actually told me that when you shoot a shotgun spread at a wall, it's actually a decal and not actually telling of the actual pellet spread. With this shotgun, of course, we can guarantee that it will have a consistent pellet spread. Also, having full choke on the weapon, it's going to tighten the pellet spread, which increases the consistency even further, even though it's taking away the potential to randomly map people with precision damage. Again, this is still giving us more consistency, and to take that further, we have opening shot on this weapon as well, which is insane, which pushes out the range and increases the accuracy of this, which is another important consistency factor for both boots on the ground accuracy and in-air accuracy. So again, the name of the game for this shotgun is maximum consistency. Man, I can't help but think that Fallout is going to be so happy about this one because this shotgun test won't be random, it'll actually be consistent. However, the clear factor missing on this shotgun is quick draw. This looks like an attempt, I think, to get players off of quick draw shotguns by trading that for maximum consistency and a lack of RNG on their shotgun. I think it's also worth talking about the fact that shot package isn't explained as a perk as it was in Destiny 1. It's not quite the same perk that was removed from the game in D1, because in D2, again, it describes that it's going to give the shotgun a more uniform pellet spread. Whatever that means, I assume that means consistent pellet spread, non-RNG. In Destiny 1, shot package said it decreases the spread of your pellets while aiming down sights. Destiny 1 shot package appears to be more similar to full choke in Destiny 2, although of course in Destiny 1 it didn't remove precision damage, which could be what made it so lethal, but rather than Destiny 2's description of shot package just giving a non-RNG or more uniform consistent pellet spread. And I feel as though they're using the name shot package and the whole Felwinter's Lie thing as a nostalgia hype because people remember how insane the shotgun was, rather than being really what it was in Destiny 1. Not that I would want that, but again, I think it's just a little bit more of a hype thing. Moving back to the quick draw discussion, I'd argue that quick draw is the most powerful perk on shotguns. With the current state of shotguns, there are shotguns that can get very competitive one-hit kill range, but also offer the ability to very quickly swap to clean up with a primary, or vice versa, deal damage with a primary, swap to your shotgun to clean up. In Destiny 2, it's quite different from Destiny 1 because in Destiny 1, quick draw was found in the same slot as the massive range increases for shotguns, so things like rifled barrel, things that increase your range quite a bit in Destiny 1, you just wouldn't be able to use if you were using quick draw, so most people just took the range increases, seeing that they were more valuable. In Destiny 2, that's not the case, and if quick draw wasn't available on shotguns with high one-hit kill range, and in some cases even high consistency like the Astral Horizon with quick draw and opening shot, then I think the shotgun would have more potential for high tier players. I was able to quickly ask some of the top players in G1 their thoughts, and Panda actually compared it to the Botheration. It's a shotgun, a blue one in Destiny 2, that's got great one-hit kill range, but takes so long to draw that you just end up missing out on potential plays and die to someone that was able to put in the damage and clean up with their shotgun faster, which is very problematic at a high level. I think the way that this shotgun's consistency would become more attractive to top tier players is if it somehow guarantees a significant and noticeable difference in the frequency of max range one-hit kills and outshooting other shotguns. And this is possible because it has tons of range increases and a higher inherent impact level, which could go a long way. We won't know until we try it though and test it. And it would need to nearly never blank or fail to kill a target within the range that you know it should be, unlike some other shotguns again that have a little bit of that RNG habit. This again would have to somehow be better than that of the Astral Horizon, which gets the mega consistency and accuracy boost of opening shot and still reaps the benefits of quick draw. But let's say that this shotgun is good enough. Let's say it is worth not using a quick draw shotgun. What I see then happening is people are going to start just gravitating, and the meta is going to be people gravitating towards exotics that enable that. Things like Ophidian Aspect for the Warlock that increase the handling speed, or better yet, Dragon Shadow, which just maxes out the handling speed of a weapon, which essentially gives it quick draw. Just anything to increase the swap speed. Even dexterity perks could be something that become a little bit more attractive as well. Just anything to increase the swap speed of the weapon. And then we find ourselves in the same place. We just have a more lethal, consistent shotgun, but now demands certain exotic usage and character usage to get the most competitive usage and performance out of it. I think this is really interesting. If this does end up actually releasing and having the stats and perks that we discuss in this video, I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. But again, I think it's either not going to be as good, and people are then going to boost it with the exotics that boost handling or handling boosts in general, or it's going to be very good and people are still going to do that. So, I don't know. We're going to have to just wait and see. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this though, your thoughts on this Datamine. What do you think of this? What do you think of this concept of a shotgun? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and discussion, then check me out on Twitch if you'd like to see more content like this. Twitch.tv/Drewskis. I stream very frequently, so I hope to see you there. As always though, thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.